so excited.
It's time for Two Guys and a Goalie with Dustin Nielson, Matt Cassian, and the goalie, Joaquin Gage.
All right, it's 12:04. Welcome to Two Guys and a Goalie, brought to you by GS Construction. For more than 5 decades, GS Construction has been proud to serve our communities, and once again, they're hiring now. GS is looking for experienced top men, pipe layers, and operators. Visit gsconstruction.ca and click on careers to find out more. Lots to get to as we work our way through the show today. Gager, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Yeah, very good to see you, man. I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Yeah, I missed you, buddy. How are things? How are things around here?
Around here?
Yeah, around here. Uh-oh. How are things? How are things with you?
Let's, I think they're solid, actually.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Around here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I always, in the back of my mind, I always think when you're gone, I'm like, geez, does he actually know what's going on here when the cat's away? But no.
I heard Hernan's faking a sickness and an injury.
Yeah, but he complains a lot about stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So that's just normal. I wouldn't expect anything less from my partner. But I think you can rest easy. I'm not just saying that this place pretty much runs quite well without the captain at the wheel.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know. I can be away more.
And one of the questions I like is that, does that fill you with a sense of pride, or just a maybe what's the right word? Just to be able to relax a little bit, knowing that if you are away, that because before you couldn't just take off.
Yeah, that's true.
How's the freedom, I guess?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see my emails. Like, I don't know if everything runs perfectly smooth, but I know it runs really well. It runs really well. So it's nice. I can go away and know that we've got guys like that can do other shows like this show, and we got JMO and Fraze who can slide in and do mornings, and obviously Trev continues to develop as a broadcaster, and LTE is awesome. So yeah, it all works out. I think it all works out relatively well. I'm glad that things go well when I'm not here, buddy.
No, and there's still seems lots of engagement, and people are
good.
You know, sometimes I guess it's nice to mix things up every once in a while, but let's face it, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah, well, thanks, man. I'm happy to be here. So it's good. Now, why are you selling a mask?
Oh, Jesus.
What is it? The Godfather sends me this thing. It's one of your masks up for auction. Minimum bid was $1,000. Current bid was $1,100. This was a couple days ago, and I was like, wait a second, is Gager selling the mask that's in the office? It's not the office mask, right?
I'm not close enough to that point where I got to start selling off my own stuff.
So
thank
you
God.
Donated a mask?
We'll see how it is next month, but this month I'm fine.
You do have a daughter in dance.
Yeah. Who won yesterday?
What?
For her? Well, it was day one. As you can see, it's on the TV right now.
Oh, there's she. Is this going on right now?
This is going on right now.
Is that her?
No. This is she's coming up, I think, in a bit. So
where's this at?
This is at the Meyer Horowitz.
Oh, wow.
Now. So. And I like watching some of her friends that are up there.
Yeah.
So. But
she won yesterday.
So for her contempt solo, she won and won first in the category and got the Impact Award. Now, what is the Impact Award, might you ask?
Yeah, I do ask. Yeah.
The only impact that award is going to have is on my bank account. That's what the Impact Award is.
So you are selling a mask.
So she's started off well. She's kind of nicked up too. She's got a little bit of a knee thing.
Oh boy, like Hernan.
So, yeah, I was going to say more like Dickinson, but the mask gate. Okay, so I think we're past the statute of limitations. I can get into this.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So back in the early Oilers days with the original training staff, there was and Glenn Sather, they were, they had to pinch pennies, and I think there was incentives excuse me, for some of the training staff to keep it under budget, where they got
a bonus,
a little bit of a bonus, right? So my second tour of duty in the in Edmonton, so back in 2001, I had a different mask. Like I had another guy that was making it, and so I got to camp, and I was, I didn't want to go, hey, I'm getting a mask, because that would ruin my chances. I'd think I wouldn't make the team, right? So
like the jinx.
Yeah,
the mask.
I had an old mask, blah blah blah, and so then finally it looked like I was making the team, and so I ordered the mask from my supply guy, and I went to the head equipment trainer at the time. I go, hey, I got this mask, and it was like, well, I don't know if we have that in the budget. We kind of got a deal with iTech, and I was like, okay, maybe we can get him to make you a mask. And I go, okay, sure. So then in Toronto, I go, Gage, you're going to have to stay in your room. The mask guy's coming, because they had to take a mold of your face.
Okay.
So everyone went to a movie. I'm sitting on my bed getting plastered all over my face and breathing through a straw while these guys take some mold of my head. And so then, it was maybe, because a mask usually takes a little bit of time to do everything, but it was like there, I want to say within a few days. And it was in my stall, and I go, oh, okay. And it looked nice. Like it had a kind of a cool paint job of what I kind of asked the guy to do. But it was like the Chris Farley with the fat guy and me trying to get this little thing. It might have been one of those things at Dairy Queen that you tried to put on your head. Like, it was ridiculous. And I went back with this, like a beanie cap on my head, going back to the training room. I goes, I think we got a problem with this mask. It was a stock mask. It wasn't even
really
fit to me. Yeah, nothing. So Roscoe, rest in peace, our old video guy, passed away a few years ago. He was the Oilers practice goalie. And so he used that mask. I tried to put that mask on once, and it never fit my buffalo head. So it's false advertisement. That's Roscoe's mask, not mine.
Meanwhile, the Godfather's into it for $1,100 right now.
But the funny thing is I've had 2 people reach out to me through social media and ask me about that mask, and I've told them both that is not my mask. I've never worn it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. My mask is worth $5,000.
And if you want it, text Gage so his daughter can continue dance next year.
Please text me. Gosh, this is a fortune.
Speaking of both equipment and daughters, I found this chest protector for Elizabeth.
Okay.
My wife thinks it's too bulky. It's a bit of a J.S. Jaguar throwback. It's an old Vaughn sort of chest protector. I think it's good. We'll throw a goalie neck guard on her.
Yeah.
And then she'll have all of her equipment. But what do you...
Perfect.
Is that right? That's good?
Yeah.
It's not too big?
No.
That's what I told Tama. She's like, I think it's too big. I said, I don't think it's too big.
Bigger the better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. She's like, she put on the goalie jersey and it's like tight. She goes, I feel like the Hulk.
Yeah.
I said, you're going to take up more space. There's not as much room now.
You need a jersey with the stop sign, the slash through it, and no reverse VH on it too. Like
that's it. Yeah. I've told her already. You're not learning reverse VH. You'll stand up like Gage and Eddie Moog back in the day. That's what's going to happen there. All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. You can text us. I'm not 100% sure we will get to them. Our text provider's login button does
weird,
not appear to be. I don't see it anywhere.
No, it's
this has happened before. Hopefully they'll get it sorted out. If not, I'll get a walk on it.
You can't even get in there anymore.
No, like the website's still working, but you can't.
Oh, it's back.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's excellent timing. I don't see it.
Yeah, it says one from Bones. Dusty feels like a proud LeBron getting young Bronny onto his team.
What's that?
Muzz looks like a.
Oh, the Muzz.
The Muzz looks like a prime Garth Snow.
Actually, that is what it looks like.
Yeah.
I'll get a pitch once I get her in that full gear. I'll pass it along to you.
Nice.
All right. So Gager can see the inbox. For some reason, I can't get in there right now. But anyway, so you can text us 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. And if you're watching over on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. We got lots to get to as we work our way through the show today. I tweeted this out, and it's funny. The reaction, I guess, kind of has been as expected. But the Edmonton Oilers tweeted out this morning about season tickets. Full half and quarters Oilers season seats for next year starting at just $28 per week. Have you ever heard a season ticket being labeled as per week? Like that just seems like sort of slimy used car salesman. I can get you in this vehicle right now for $75 a week. I'm like, what is this? So I tweeted out, I said, I don't think I've ever seen season tickets in any sport for any team. I mean, maybe this happens in other sports and the Oilers are kind of getting ahead of it. Or maybe they're so embarrassed by their actual season ticket prices, they broke it down to a number that you can kind of swallow at $28 per week. But some of the reaction is awesome, as expected. Klima's Lid over on Twitter says, this is the first year that they've done the per week thing. This one in from Mark says, because season ticket holders are having a hard time affording full season packages or justifying the cost. It's lucky Edmonton doesn't have another pro sports team that competes within North America. Well, careful what you say about the double E.
Yeah.
Rob broke it down like this. Here are my playoff tickets per seat broken down by minute of action. Round 1, $9.75 a minute. Round 2, $12 a minute. Round 3, $17 a minute. Round 4, $30 per minute for the game, for the seat. Auntie Marco over on the on Twitter says next year's ad will just be $5 a day, less than your cup of coffee at Starbucks. Yim says $4 a day, so basically give up your daily Starbucks and you could attend too. J. Cole texts in and says that's cheap. It's only 16.7 cents per hour. I'll take 50, please. This one says their marketing is that because the prices have gone completely mental. This one says, surprised they didn't go as far as low as $4 per day. You could become an Edmonton Oilers season ticket holder. Sharpie over on Twitter replied and says, people are pissed, Dusty. 17% increase to already outrageous tickets, and they keep cutting the services at Rogers Place. It's ridiculous. Aaron replied and said, finally had to drop my tickets this year after 10 years. The others just don't give a shit about anything but money. Regular people can't afford it anymore. It's sad. I just hope they lose enough people and get their head out of their ass and figure it out. This one says, for an extra $1 per week, you can add an insulated coating to your cup holder. Keep things a little bit cooler, I guess. Interesting response to that. If you want to get in on the Oilers are selling tickets for $28 per week. I don't even know what that breakdown is. Is it like one game?
Is that
and then it's broken down
52 weeks a year though? Is that just
it probably is.
It probably is. Right?
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, so those always cost you $28 during the summer.
I mean,
too.
that's great scam talking though. It's like you call, you're like, yeah, I'm calling about those tickets for $28 per week. Yeah, okay, that's one game broken down by 52 weeks. So you do get a ticket. Kind of pricey, but it doesn't say, this is for this many games or this is for that or however it works.
Just doesn't seem like a team that's third in the most profitable professional
having to build it out as $28 a week.
Having to raise their prices.
Oh yeah, that's whatever.
I mean, I know everything's more expensive. I get it. But didn't Connor take a pay cut?
If I was them, I'd be trying to gouge everybody for 2 more years too, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case. Just in case, you should probably make as much money as you possibly can over the next couple of years.
Possibly looking like a men's league game out of KC at 11 o'clock soon.
They're 10 years away from that. When Draisaitl leaves, that's when you're like, oh God.
Oh, to watch. The wives are the only ones there.
First line of Szymanski and Doc. All right. Last night's game, we got to start with Connor McDavid. He's a bargain at what he makes right now. And for the next couple of years, it was Reed this morning on the Nielsen show talking about how, this might be a top 5 goal he's ever scored. And I don't think it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen more impressive, but like, that's what you say about this guy. Like the goal that he scored last night, is probably for 98% of the players that ever even played in the National Hockey League would be the best goal that they've ever scored.
Yeah.
And for him, I'm like, I just sort of skated fast around everybody. You know,
he did the same goal the night before.
I know. Like, how insane is that? In fact, I think I liked the other one the night before.
I think
better.
I like the other
There's
one.
more
better,
to
yeah.
it, I think.
To me, last night, Dusty, was the big bear coming out of hibernation with the little cub all full of himself, and the young Celebrini cub getting all the accolades. Is he the next one? This one, and Connor saying, "Hold on, kiddo, this is not your league yet," and completely put him in the rear view mirror onto who's the best player in the NHL right now. That was. Like, I think maybe at points, Dusty, we get too used to Connor McDavid.
100%.
And we start looking at successful people elsewhere and go, oh, we marvel at them. Because I think Celebrini's a different type of player, right? But come on, man. That was absolutely ridiculous what he did to really good NHLers all game yesterday. Just completely embarrassing goalies, defensemen, players, and establishing himself as, he's arguably one of the greatest hockey players of all time. That's just the way it is. He was fantastic.
Do you think there's any way he gets 10 in a game at some point?
You would have to say yes. I mean,
a lot of things that have to go right.
Well, the other teams would have to, have an off night. Probably see a couple goaltender changes.
Well, I also think the other team would have to be scoring some goals too. So there's still like an
keeps that up,
urgency to
yeah.
sort of push still a little bit, right?
Yeah, the game would probably end like 10-7.
Yeah, something along those. You have
ridiculous.
If he's ever going to get 10 points in a game, it would have to be like 8-6 in the third period. So that if they're getting power plays, he's still going out on it, you know, as opposed to mailing it in and dialing it back.
And even like Celebrini takes the penalty and Connor makes sure he goes and scores on it just to rub it in even more, right?
Yeah.
Like he was, he took the young Celebrini kid for a dog walk last night to show him what to do. That was awesome.
The Sharks kind of seemed like they knew their season's over. Don't you think? I know Edmonton was good. I'm not taking anything away from the others, but San Jose, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't have, they weren't even trying to be aggressive against you. It's not like the others.
Yeah, no, they were scared.
Handled this heavy forecheck all night.
They played like a young team that was scared.
Yeah,
right. That's what they looked like. That's exactly what they looked like. They compared to some of the games against Anaheim, where they're a little feistier, and maybe it's the veteran presence. They have some veterans over there, but when you look at it, the Anaheim Ducks are further along in their progression to be a consistent playoff team than the Sharks are. The Sharks have had a great season, right? And they're playing meaningful. I think if you were to ask Mike Greer, is making the playoffs would be great, but I think what benefits that team most right now is the fact that and everyone said it, they're playing meaningful games into April, trying to make the playoffs. This is
not a lost year on the San Jose Sharks.
And what happens with those individuals, like a professional athlete and anyone that cares about their profession, and when they do run into failures or don't meet their goals, it creates a fire, and the pressure mounts. But a little bit more experience. Sharks are going to be a good team. They got some decisions to make on defense. That's going to be real interesting because they only have 2 guys signed.
Yeah.
So, but no, man.
Do you think that San Jose team, Gager's at a point now where they have the money? Will big name free agents be like, okay, you're ready. I'm going to come commit the second half of my career or the second half of my prime to you guys? Are they there now, do you think?
Well, how can you not? We said the same things 10 years ago with Connor McDavid doing what he did, and that might be alluring to certain free agents with the chance to come and play with Connor McDavid. And you can't tell me that Connor said it last night too. He said, I don't like playing against him. I'd much rather have him on my left wing. And yeah, I think you're going to see more free agents over the next few years. That San Jose is way more appealing as a landing spot just because of their potential and the the fact that they have one of the best young players in the game today.
All right, if you want to chime in, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Yesterday's game dropped Celebrini from a 20-1 Hart Trophy candidate down to 32-1. Connor McDavid moved the needle that much last night that Celebrini has no chance now. It's basically done. And, let's dive into that a little bit here because we do have it up. We're going to dive into number crunchers here for Play Alberta. We have our EST specials page over at Play Alberta. Play Alberta, the title sponsor of everything we do here at EST. We've got a few plays up there right now. Lock Shop Partner Parlay number 1. Islanders -1.5. Sens -1.5. Flyers money line. That's boosted to +3 or 735. The grandest from the DGen Den. Pens and Devils both to score 2 goals. Caulfield to score tonight. And the Avalanche to win in regulation +280. Lockshop Partner Parlay 2, Kings money line, Knights money line, Mammoth money line, Wild money line +626. And then the early bird bet of the day, Connor McDavid to win the Hart Trophy. It was +325 this morning. We boosted it to +345. Since then, it has dropped down to +265, I believe. Let me just double check on that number right now. Yeah, +265. So the line moves significantly after the Nielsen show this morning. Here's this Draisaitl getting hurt is the best thing that could have happened to McDavid's Hart Trophy hopes. Right? Yeah. Like, it's just, when you look at what's happening with Kucherov, you look at what's happened with McKinnon, if McDavid now has like a month-long sample of, well, we lost Leon, we were better without him, and I was amazing. I mean, that's probably a case that a lot of the voters are going to try to make if they're voting for him. Since Leon Draisaitl got hurt, as we dive into Play Alberta number crunchers, they've played 11 games. He's got 10 goals, 19 points, 7-3-1, and are now first in the Pacific. How much different has McDavid looked to you, if at all, since Leon went out?
It looked different. Yeah, he's looked quicker.
Yeah.
For some reason. There's way more anticipation in his game. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't playing too much with Leon.
No, they haven't been running him a bunch 5-on-5.
No. Is it? I don't know.
And the power play, it sucked prior to last night.
Yeah. Are these guys just waiting to get on the power play? I don't think so. I just think it was that's what happens when one of your key players or a guy that you count on comes out of the lineup, and you always hear the people say next man up mentality. Everyone's got to pick up their game. That includes guys like Connor McDavid when Leon Draisaitl's out too. So he's not. He has responsibilities just as much as the next guy to perform, and that's what we're seeing. And it's on a level that we saw at the beginning of the year, Dusty. I think at this point where he just looks unstoppable. The way he's just blowing past people.
Yeah, he's flying right now.
It's scary. And even like Celebrini was saying, he's the fastest hockey player in the world. It's great to play with, but really frustrating to play against. And yeah, I think my jaw hit the ground a few times last night watching what he was doing on a regular basis. It was crazy, man.
Induced Comics over on YouTube says he looks more aggressive. Sobkirk is asking, I like this 97 for Hart convo today, but if 97 wins the Hart, would that guarantee Bush does not get the Norris Trophy? Hard to believe that one team gets both awards. Well, first of all, that's not how it should work. Maybe the people voting on these should just vote for whoever they think is going to get it. I still think Werenski ends up getting and probably deserves the Norris Trophy, but we'll see what ends up happening on that front. Casino Dealer Jay says San Jose still needs to get their Jesse Puljujärvi. Maybe that's Misa. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see if Misa pans up, but they've got some young talent there. Now, I did see Craig Button's 2026 draft rankings have 3 defensemen in the top 5. Now, San Jose is not going to be in that range, but it would have been a year to be in that range if you're San Jose and land like one of these top D-men. Maybe they could trade up.
Yeah.
That'd be something they could do.
Or, I mean, it's such a crapshoot, Dusty. I mean, everyone's probably hoping that the next one turns out to be close to Schaefer, but that's not going to happen, right? That's a
There's no Schaefer
star.
in this draft.
No.
Yeah.
And are they better suited to kind of go out there and look for someone more established, right?
If you could find them, that wouldn't be a bad idea either.
I mean, you look back, I don't know how much cap room do they have right now? Do you know?
San Jose?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I would just be making it up. I don't want to lie.
Let's just quickly. San Jose has A, B, C, D, E, F.
It's S. It's later in the alphabet.
Okay, so they don't have much right now, but next year projected like around 40. But I'm just thinking, gosh, that they have a ton of cap space. Why not go out? I guess I don't know what the UF the unrestricted free agents on D isn't huge. It's probably have to be from a trade, but I mean Erik Karlsson would look pretty good right now. Back in San Jose with this group.
Should have held on to him.
Should have held on,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
You could have held on to him because him with Celebrini and Eklund. Kiefer Sherwood, I like his game. He just re-upped for a few more years too, which is good to see. I think pretty reasonable too. Will Smith, Misa. Yeah, but they need that D. I think they need they need someone with the offensive talent of like a Evan Bouchard, right?
Got to get your boosh.
Got to get your boosh.
All right, let's continue with the number crunch. Let's get a couple other McDavid stats. Connor McDavid joins Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, Phil Esposito, and Marcel Dion as the only players in NHL history to record 3 130-point seasons. We're all very familiar with Wayne and Mario. My dad was a huge Phil Esposito fan, so I've kind of dove into the history of Phil Esposito a little bit. Marcel Dion is a real mystery man to me. Like, never really watched him. I know he was more of a king than the Red Wings, but I remember getting cards of him when he was on the Wings. But ridiculous stats from Marcel Dion. Like, insane that he's in that group that Connor McDavid just joined.
I remember watching like old Kings games on Hockey Night in Canada, and the old form, it was all standard definition. So it was so dark in the old form, you could barely see it. Right. And I know he scored a lot, right? But I can't remember him either. And to see those numbers that he put up, and the Kings weren't that good too. Like, it must have been crazy for Marcel Dion.
I would love to know, and some of you might, why did the Red Wings move him to the Kings? I don't know if they're would have loved to have seen Twitter in 1975, the day the Red Wings decided to. There has to be a story there that we're too young to know, because he put up 121 points in 80 games with the Red Wings and then was traded. Maybe he wouldn't sign there.
Oh, maybe.
Like right here, it says Wrights traded from the Red Wings with Bart Crashley to the Kings for Terry Harper, Dan Maloney, and a second rounder. And then he would go on with the Kings to put up 122, 130, 137, 135, 117, 107, 126. Has to be the most productive player in NHL history that hasn't won. I'm going to say the best player that hasn't won a cup, but has to be the most productive player that hasn't won the cup. But yeah, if we got any old folks listening, did he request a trade from Detroit? Like, what happened in Detroit? Because that seems like a strange thing to have happen. Here's another one I wanted to play with you, Gager. Connor McDavid had his 14th 5-point game last night. Puts him 10th, tied for 10th on the all-time list of most 5-point games.
Really?
Can you name the 9 guys currently ahead of him?
Well, one's got to be Gretzky.
That's one, yep.
Lemieux.
By the way, Wayne was at 96. McDavid just hit 14.
96.
Mario was at 51. Then it falls off by 32 to get to the next guy. Like, Mario and Wayne are in this. Well, Wayne's like in a class up here. Mario's in a class, and then everybody else is down here. Okay, so who are the other 7?
So is Dion in there?
Dion's in there, yeah.
Let's go with Esposito.
Yeah, there you go. Those are the top 4.
Let's go with I don't know. Is Yari Curry in there?
Yari Curry is in there. He's 5th on the list.
Now let's go to is Howe in there?
No, he's not.
Okay, no Howe.
There is a Red Wing.
Yzerman?
Yzerman.
Yeah,
Yzerman.
Well, Sakic?
Nope. Think 80s. All three of these guys are in the 80s.
All three 80s. Nichols?
No. Love the Bernie Nichols love, though. 2 Islanders.
Oh. LaFontaine?
Nope.
Bossy?
Mike Bossy.
Trache?
Yeah. And then there's one more, and then now McDavid.
One more in McDavid. It's not
This guy had 15. No. 80s again.
All 80s.
This is going to be a tough one. Had 100 points as a teenager, I think.
Francis?
No. Played on a Canadian team for most of his career.
Canadian team, 80s, most of his career. Oh, Howard Chuck.
Howard Chuck had 15. And then McDavid, Gilbert Perreault, and Paul Coffey are at 14.
Jeez, Coffey had 14?
Yeah, Coffey had 14 5-point games.
I guess when you move the puck to Gretz
when you go from moving it to Gretzky to playing with Mario, I mean, it probably works out okay.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
Maybe he wasn't that good.
Well, I think it's like what some people say about Bush. It was Coffey who actually drove up the numbers for both Mario and Wayne, right? It's like a Phil Jackson coaching both Kobe and MJ sort of conversation. So anyway, those are some ridiculous numbers on Connor McDavid for the Play Alberta Number Crunchers. It's 2 guys and a goalie presented to you by GS Construction. There's lots of good guesses in there, and pretty impressive stuff that he's doing. All right, so the Oilers, they look good last night. Defensively, they certainly locked it down. Barely gave up anything in the first. Didn't give up anything in the third. A couple of the issues that did pop up last night. One was Connor Ingram. Gager, from what you could see, it looked like a push across to the right, and then he sort of got up and leaned on his post, and now he's out there. He's like, what level of concern as a former goaltender yourself do you see in Connor Ingram when he's still sitting there? It's not like he's back getting work done. He's on the ice after the game. He's trying to test it out in some stoppages. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your concern right now?
6.
Okay, well, that's more than I thought. Maybe.
Well, he means everything to this team right now. So
you're right.
Even though it seemed like he tweaked something, or it's not good that a goalie doesn't finish the game and wants to stay out, right? So I don't know. I didn't see if did they make any moves.
No, nothing today.
I mean, obviously they'll be off. They play Saturday, so off today. Optional Friday. Oh, that's an afternoon game, so they'll probably practice Friday, right? Then we'll kind of have a better idea if he's even on the ice. If he's not on the ice, Dusty,
then you're worried. Concerned, yeah.
Then you're really worried. Anytime you come out, because it's such a jittery position, right? You're going from a complete standstill to moving really quickly and stopping, going back the other way, and whenever that your lower half that gets a little bit tweaked like that, if it's a knee or a hip or God forbid a groin, that's really I would be very concerned for people that have watched Ingram up to this point and become a little bit more relaxed on the goaltending front of the Edmonton Oilers and had been able to relax every time someone takes a shot on net, that knowing that you're probably going to get this guy to make a save. Like, he made some great saves last time.
Yeah, he wasn't busy, but he made a couple of really nice saves.
Reed said it this morning on your show at 7:45 there.
Kicked that leg
and when
out.
he kicked that was just a great save. And it's funny because I've said it before with Ingram. I never really watched, and when Noodle's saying he's a number one, gosh, he makes so many things look very routine. Very, very routine, which is and you watch Jari in there and it's completely different. Like, goaltending looks like it should be very difficult compared to Ingram.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so now worst case scenario, let's say he can't go. Would you have more faith in Tristan Jari or Pickard, who has done some things for this same group in the playoffs? Like, if you're in that room and you're going into a playoff series right now and they go, sorry guys, Ingram's not going to be ready to go. Would you rather Tristan Jarry, who hasn't had a lot of playoff success, or Pickard, who hasn't been great this year, but has found a way to help you win important playoff games in the past?
Well, if I'm not starting a GoFundMe to buy that old mask and crowbar my head into it and getting back on the ice.
What is Vaseline up your dome and we'll just jam it in there? Right?
I did have hair back then, so maybe that was holding
That
it
might
back.
be it, yeah.
It's a massive fro. That's a great question. I've thought about this too. It was a dog walk a couple days ago. And I think I might lean towards Calvin Pickard to go in there.
Really?
Well,
I mean, there's a legitimate case for it to be made. I just worry that let's say, and Ingram's probably going to be fine. So this is down the road. Oh my God, he's not fine. He's not on the ice to practice tomorrow, whatever. I'm not
saying that you just go straight to him.
Okay,
no, I'm not saying
that's
that.
what I worry about. Like, you probably lose Jarry if you're starting Pickard in a series if Ingram's not available, right? Like I think you got to go with Jarry, and then Pickard would play the same role he played last year as come in and save the day for a little bit type of thing, right? Like that's probably how you would have to do it.
If Jarry's allowing those Schmaltz goals, like he's out, right? You can't have that. I think the leash with Jarry is really short if you find Ingram's not able to even be on the bench and it's Pickard and you're throwing Pickard in because Calvin's been playing up to this point. Am I wrong here? So it's not like he's just been sitting idle this whole time.
Yeah. What say you? 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999, or over on the YouTube chat, you can chime in over there as well. If you are watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us here on Two Guys and Goalie, presented to you by GS Construction. How much would this team miss Dickinson at this point if he's banged up come playoff time?
A lot. I didn't know how fast he was, and he's physical. He's hard to play against. There's a new element to. You really saw it when they went on that run and were winning those games. He's a really good player. He's something that the Oilers have desperately needed in that role. That they would miss him a lot. I don't think he's very difficult to replace because he's a shutdown guy too, right? He'd be going up against that's what I want to see. I want to see him in a 7-game series going up against consistently a top line of the other team and seeing what he can do to shut them down, you know? And you would hope that Adam Henrique would kind of be that guy, but unfortunately I think the boots are a little bit slow for Adam Henrique right now.
Henrique has been not phased out, but
it's funny because if I went out on the ice with him, he'd be the fastest guy out there, right? But
Henrique would look incredible at men's league.
At the heavy hockey showdown, he'd probably look really good. But I mean, even I noticed yesterday, I mean, he's never been a burner by any means, but Tyler Toffoli, I was like, oof.
Yeah, he never got by on his boots.
No,
but
savvy and skill.
That's like he makes Mark Stone look quick.
Yeah. But timely goals, man. Those the Kings wouldn't have won cups without Tyler Toffoli.
RCN says Dickinson gets Henrique's $3 million, right? Probably more, I would think. But yes, I think that would make sense. Jason texts in. Says, serious question, Gager. As a former NHL keeper, how difficult is it for a player to beat a goalie one-on-one, to get beat any different than in a shootout situation?
So,
like he's talking like one-on-one on a breakaway?
Yeah, you have to kind of be specific with...
How difficult is it for a player to beat a goalie one-on-one? I thought Roslovic made it look easy last night. Easier than it should. Like it was a nice little finish.
Well, I think because he went down before and went the other side. So Roslovic.
How much time do you have to, as a goalie, you see him, you go, you identify, okay, it's Roslovic. Oh, he went this way. Like, is there enough time to? Yeah, there is. Okay.
Yeah, you don't even
just
know which
natural,
guys are shooting just from looking at their stick. Usually. Yeah. No, because it went 7-hole, didn't it? Back through. I think it was he kind of froze him a little bit more. Like that's what I always, when shooters are saying, hey, good ways to score on goaltenders, I go, you got to freeze them a little bit. You got to show the shot. When guys just come straight down and the puck's in front of them, you're a little less worried, right? Because he's going to have to do something to get the puck in a position to shoot it right away. When they're holding it out and can fire it so quickly, especially with those sticks, you kind of have to honor that a little bit more. So I think he did a little bit better job of kind of freezing him. But I would say it's very hard to beat.
Jason has followed it up with something I guess he wanted you to address. Jari getting beat by Schmaltz. That type of one-on-one.
Oh, that should never happen.
No,
you can't. Someone's on your show said it too. I have all the time in the world to hit the post and go in, right? Because that's the perfect shot. And even then, depending on where it's from, you should probably have it. But from where Schmaltz shot that and where it went into the net, that was a bad goal. And you could, if you go back and you can look at that goal, Jari's moving. Like he's not set. His feet are still going, like his whole body is going left to right. I think he timed it wrong from the release point of the shot to where he thought it would be by the time it came off his stick and left that whole side open. Like he was guarding against Schmaltz's body, not the puck, and was continued to move. Like in those situations, you want to get up, get set, and just maybe subtle adjustments to keep your feet quiet. And I don't have any time for that. That should never happen. If you shot that on, I would say, gosh, most NHL goalies, they'd all stop that. When I was watching, you guys probably already talked about this, I guess, but I'll ask it because I'm just back. But the overtime winner the other night on Jari and the power play, it seemed like he sort of pushed across but went past his post and then sort of had to reset quickly. And I don't know if his body was a little crooked or he kind of ducked. I don't know. The whole thing seemed unconfident. First of all, Keller, great recognition because he saw that. I don't think he wanted to shoot that, to tell you the truth, Dusty. But Jari came so aggressive over, which is fine. But then he stumbled.
Yeah,
he bumbled a little bit, and then he was then you're swimming because you got a sniper on his off wing looking at you. And he tried to get back into position, and it was a very a hopeful move to just go into the butterfly at that point instead of maybe taking some of your ice back. So I think it's an unreal shot, an unreal recognition of the shooter to go, oh, this guy's bumbling and falling. I might as well rip this thing shelf. Because even then it hit the middle of the net, right? So, but yeah, that was a mistake on Jari, just coming over and losing his balance. If he comes over and stays square and is, it doesn't even have to be probably above the crease, I would say that Keller probably doesn't even shoot that. He just shot it because he saw the stumble.
780-218-9999. That is where you can text us. It is Two Guys, a Goalie, presented to you by GS Construction. We're going to get to Roslovic in a second. Quick update from the Masters. Sam Burns is your leader. He's through 18, 5 under. How about this? Rory McIlroy heating up on the back nine. He's 4 under. He's in second place. Kitayama's at 3 under. Jason Day's at 3 under. Patrick Reed has fallen back to 3 under. He's got a couple holes to play. Aaron Rye is 3 under through 8. Ludwig Auberg is 3 under through 6. And Scotty Scheffler is 3 under through 4. So Scotty Scheffler coming out hot. Then you got Shane Lowry, Tommy Fleetwood, Fred Couples.
Oh, man. His swing is still like one of the sexiest things you will ever see. Like I was watching yesterday, and they were talking about the Fred Couples swing. Is there anything more beautiful in sports than Fred Couples swinging a golf club? I
mean, I'd like to think that there probably are, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure. A Steph Curry 3-point shot.
Yeah,
that's pretty beautiful.
That's nice. But I mean, it's a joke. Like the plane, and it looks
how he makes it so easy,
and he still crushes it.
Yeah,
man, is it nice. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I was just looking. Xander's 2 under. Yeah, Freddie Couples is still right there. He's 2 under through 8. Sergio, 2 under. Rose, Thomas, Woodland, who has a win in his back pocket recently, he's at 2 under. Then what happened to Nick Taylor? There's Nick Taylor. He's 1 under, Canadian, top Canadian on the board.
I picked Ludwig Albert. Yeah,
that's good.
To take the green jacket.
Have you seen enough of Roslovic to keep him around on a 4-year deal at 20 mil or more?
Is this because that little bit has been on the commercials? Me saying I wouldn't do it, I want to do it, but I've been hearing it a lot.
Like promos and stuff.
Yeah, on the promos, I talked about Roslovic, and I'll reiterate what I said. I said for some reason he gives me pause to re-sign him, but last night, or was it? Yeah, it was McDavid's lucky goal where it bounced in.
Yeah.
Roslovic, there's something with him and McDavid. Like, they're two very gifted offensive minds. But the fact that Roslovic gets the puck and starts skating but drops it for McDavid and gets back in, like, he reads the play so well offensively. And to tell you the truth, Dusty, I haven't seen anything that shows me he is unwilling to engage physically. I'm not saying he's going to run guys over, but he will go in and battle.
You haven't seen him stop short and stuff.
No.
Yeah.
I think you sign him.
I want to see what happens in the playoffs first.
I know.
To me, the hesitation here is that nobody wanted to give him anywhere close to what he wanted last year. So what's up with that? And so he comes in here probably with the thought process of, boy, if I can get put in some offensive spots here, I could turn this into a long-term deal somewhere. And he's done that. But last offseason was so weird to me that
for me,
I got to see the playoffs first.
I guess I was always looking for selfish things in his game, right? And when that puck went in and he was on the 2-on-1, sometimes, and I'm not saying he was like this, right? But I've played with guys that the other guy scored lucky and you'd see the other guy turn around on the 2-on-1 that didn't get the pass or anything and that they'd be a little bit upset.
He was excited last night.
He was pumped. And the game was already over. So there shows me that he's engaged. He wants to win. He's more happy for his teammate that puck went in, right? So I'm in the Roslovic camp now. It's taken a couple weeks, but I've changed my opinion. I think
he's got like 20 million riding on the playoffs. Like if he has a dud playoff like he has kind of had in his career, then well, maybe not 20 mil because he's going to get paid, but I bet you he's got $1.5 million per year to $2 million per year riding on the playoffs. If he has a great playoff, he's going to get $2 million more per regular season.
What do you think he would? What is he right at now?
I think like bare minimum right now, somebody out there will probably give him 3.5 to 4.
That's okay.
And if he comes out and scores 8 goals in 3 rounds, I mean the others are probably going to give him 5.5.
I just think for a team that's looking to replace goals, he scored 20 back to back, right?
Yeah.
What does he have? He has 20 now?
It's 21, I think.
21?
He's at 21.
So
I like him. I would like to.
I think he's $5 million, Dusty, right now.
I'd like to sort of sniff around the market before committing to it. And maybe he owes you that. Probably not, but maybe he would. Maybe he'd be like, no, he wouldn't. I wouldn't if I was him.
If you're Jack Roslovic, are you gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna wait and see what happens in the offseason? Like, he's had a good year.
If I'm Jack Roslovic and the others offer me a contract, I'm signing it right now.
Really?
Oh, he's going to go out and ask for close to the same money he was asking for last year. Nobody wanted to give it to him. So if the others go to this guy right now and say, here's 5 years at 25 mil, I mean, he'd be an idiot not to sign.
No, yeah.
What say you? 780-218-9999. Poop Stains is in. It says, you're a smart man, Gager. Proceed with caution with Roslovic. Coach Mike says, is he a 20-plus goal scorer moving forward? Then yes. And RCN says, I like Roslovic. I'd like Roslovic back plus a Howard edition equals no room for other ads with the forward group, right? So, that would be some money that you could spend on a different type of player. But if you're just hoping to find somebody who's going to score 20 goals, well, then he did that for you this year. So,
well,
it'd be interesting. He's an interesting study this offseason, that's for sure.
I mean, I think you could probably throw an offer sheet over St. Louis's way this
For
year.
Dylan Holloway. Makes sense.
Why not?
Could have just had him still for a couple mil.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever.
Could've. But would you? I don't know what you have to offer Dylan Holloway. I don't know what the whole offer sheet is, but would you sign Dylan Holloway for the same 25 mil over 5 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing that scares me, Roslovic seems durable, and Holloway isn't.
And Holloway is a bit of a Band-Aid. Roslovic's streaky, though, too. And we've even seen it this year. But I think a lot of guys at that level are just streaky.
I think everyone's
that's how
streaky.
it is. It's tough.
Yeah.
All right, we've got our staff meeting tonight. You've got dance commitment, so you won't be there. We are going to do chore draft again. You've been on a free space for the last 2 months.
You could call it that, but
Have you been helping in the kitchen?
I've been helping in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But Tommy's sometimes not here. So we're a team here, Dusty.
Yeah, that's
I think
why the garbage people
That's
step
why
up
when you
too.
leave, you were confident that certain people will pick up the slack, right? Unlike Zach.
Zach,
who-
what chore have you been doing? Oh, mopping.
Zach has been, and Matt, he's a little bit, he's got this complex now because Maddie said, "Hey, Zach, I want you to speak up a little bit about if you see things wrong around the office. Let me."
Maddie said that to Zach?
Yeah.
What the hell was he thinking?
Told him that.
Well,
and
he
then,
said to tell you to do the garbage better. And I'm like, I can't tell my boss that.
I did need to do the garbage better. I was the
But
worst
you
one.
weren't here.
but
You-
there were crumbs on the floor because I was making something. There's like 2 crumbs, right? I go, "Oh, I got to grab those," and then I kind of forgot because I was making myself.
Well, I was
something.
actually going to mention something today, Gage.
Yeah, I know. And so, and I'm kind of leaving things just to see if he does say something to me. But, and then I go, "Well, Zach, did you pick it up?" And he goes, "No." So he gave me crap about something, but then didn't even pick it up. That's like me saying Tommy or someone left a dish in. Like I do
Like
it,
Zach
right?
having the picture of the microwave.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Did he wipe that down? No.
I did not. No, I feel bad about that one. Not the floor though, because it was already clean. I was like, man, I don't want to go back and mop it again. But I'm gonna do mopping after the meeting,
Yeah.
no matter what. If I get
Chore draft tonight
again,
at 7 o'clock. Are you available via text, Gager?
I possibly
Proxy
could be.
for it.
I do have Jay Milne said he would proxy.
Oh,
for
wait,
me.
proxy. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
so-
That's good prepping.
Yeah.
Okay. Blue guy's going to proxy. Thanks, Nassau.
Yeah, you got a lot of screens there,
All right,
Dusty. You got 5 screens.
well, I got my leaderboard here, and Rory McIlroy, 4 under through 14, looking to go back to back. All right, what's coming up in the EST afternoons?
Well, Masters updates as well. We'll get into some Blue Jays talk. Of course, Ian Harrison connecting from the Associated Press. Highlights, lowlights of the Oilers game. Of course, that's the main focus. We'll dive into the Ingram and Dickinson injuries. And it's Thursday. Red Light District with Joaquin Gage.
Oh, boy. Good one, Gager?
It's okay.
All right, that's going to do it for Two Guys and Goalie, brought to you by the crew and the Sandman over at GS Construction. For more than 5 decades, GS Construction has been proud to serve our communities. Once again, they're hiring now. GS is looking for experienced top men, pipe layers, and operators. Visit gsconstruction.ca and click on careers to find out more. For Joaquin Gage, I'm Dustin Nielson. Talk to you tomorrow morning, unless I take the day off.